Hey, what's going on, guys? Reaper here, and welcome to Reaper Declassified. So, back in roughly 2016, I started a series back on my main channel, Grim Reaper, about the building of my own personal shooting range. So, since then, I've created this channel, Reaper Declassified, which is my vlogging channel. And in a serious effort to revamp my main channel, I decided that all of that type of content will start to be posted here. So what I have done is I've gone through and found the first 2 episodes or so of the building of the range and gone back through and re-edited them and shortened them and removed all pretty much non-relevant content. That way, all of you that are currently subscribed and following can go back if you want to see basically the starting process of this range and how it's kind of changed and evolved over the past, few years or so. But also for any new subscribers to help eliminate any confusion. So if I post a part 3 or 4, you guys aren't like, hey, wait a minute, man. Where's part 1 and 2? So I went ahead and I put part 1 and 2 together, and that's what this video is. So hope you guys enjoy, and we're gonna have a whole lot more content coming regarding the shooting range. So hope you enjoy this video, guys.
Oh man! Oh shit! Motherfucker! Fuck this shit! It smells like shit too. It smells like fucking shit water. Probably shit water. Well, yeah, it's probably just right over on the roof. You can sit up there shitting and tires watching the neighbors drive by. How many tires? Oh, bees. There's fucking bees. Tell you to take shit. Let me get up there. That's funny too. Tony's like, I wonder if that's a good trailer tire. Motherfucker hasn't come to visit in months. Goes to the house, doesn't even say hi. That's punishment, man. Make you help me come get fucking tires. You may want to reposition that one. Okay. Tony, there's your pink cheese. Motherfucker, beer's cheese, man. Go ahead, here it comes, eat me. Tony's a fucking tire factory, man. Oh shit, watch out! Probably not. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh my god, that was a puzzle. Well, man, fucking big thank you to Robert and Fat Tony over here. Robert for the tires and Fat Tony for being the most glorious fat-headed motherfucker I've ever known in my life. Anyway, guys, this pile of tires is literally the starting of our range. 3, 4, 5 more loads still to keep getting, and eventually range is gonna go out in here somewhere. So fucking A, man. Fucking A. All of us get in here. Smoke a cigar, gentlemen.
Now stand up in the middle of one of them. Just drop in.
Yeah, go right through it.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed this tiring adventure. There's so much more to come. Hope you guys follow along as we build the range as well. Alright, guys, so last night we went and stole Robert's trailer. Obviously, as you can tell, we've already done and got 1 load of tires today. So we're going back for round 2. It's like what, 90 what? 94 degrees. Humidity's 110. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, another tiring day. You know, I know you guys kind of got that fun. Great workout, but yeah. He's getting up the pants. Yeah. Oh man. Alright, guys, so day 2. Just unloaded the last batch from yesterday. We got home yesterday afternoon. I fell asleep on the way home, which was probably only about a 5-10 minute drive. Been up for over 24 hours as it was. Got home, lay down on the floor. Wasn't even 30 seconds after that I was gone. Next thing I know, it's 11:30 at night. So back at it today. Gonna get probably another 2 loads like we did yesterday. As long as we got Robert's trailer, just keep doing it until we can. They want that whole pile they got there gone. So here we go. About a year ago, me and Father Time went out and got a bunch of tires. And you saw help from my brother Fat Tony and brother Robert. Now, I explained back then a lot of what I was going to do with these tires and what I am doing with these tires, but for all you new subscribers, I'm going to give you guys kind of a quick rundown of what's going on with all the tires. So, for the longest time, I have been wanting to build my own personal shooting range and training course, because although I live out in the middle of nowhere, we have houses on kind of all 4 points. So we got a house over here, we got a house over here, and from the sounds of it, this property has officially been sold. It was up for sale, I know, and I think that there are people back there building a house now. And of course we got our neighbors over here, which is Fat Tony and his family. So although I have plenty of room to do any shooting I want, I do shooting regularly. The type of training and shooting I'm going to step deeper into to try and keep up with, I kind of need at least 3 walls enclosed, especially for higher caliber rounds. I don't want any chance of any accidents or rounds going further than they need to. Although the closest road from here to that point is about 3 miles to the next county road. We've already started this, and this is kind of where we're working. This is where we're going to put the range, over here. So you guys can see we've kind of got the base set up to a degree, and we're going to take it all the way down to about where that tallest tree is up there, and then cut across and then back up, and then obviously cut across the backside here, where I'm going to probably double or triple the width of the tires eventually. A dozer is eventually going to come in, hopefully this year, and take this dirt down and even it out so it's flat. This is going to give me full range and enough room to build structures for house and room clearing.
IA drills. We're even going to put up a little tower so that kind of gives us a little bit of long range shooting with a scope. And then some obstacle courses and stuff like that. All these tires are probably not even a quarter of what we need, because we're going to bring it up, and like I said, it's going to have at least 3 walls on it, and then the entrance in the back. So this is going to be quite a process, and as we found out yesterday when we started laying down the foundation of the wall of tires, we didn't sort them out like we should have, so now we're kind of having to sort through the smaller tires from the bigger tires, because we're putting all the bigger tires on the bottom, and then we're going to stack the smaller tires on top. Some of you are probably thinking, well, is the tire going to be enough? Probably not. So eventually what's going to happen when the dozer comes out, all these tires are going to be packed and filled with dirt from the top. Of course, back here, the highest point going down to the lowest point of this part of the property, probably going to be dug anywhere from 5 to 8 feet down into the earth. So that'll give us a pretty good channel for height and you know, obviously protection, so rounds don't really go through dirt that well, especially when you're way down and you have plenty of rock in the soil. But anyway, guys, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get some of these sorted out and continue stacking. So I'll record some of this, and you guys can kind of start seeing the building of the range finally. So enjoy. You know, guys, I'll tell you what, if you ever really want to get in shape, start slinging some tires around, and you'll hit some muscles you probably didn't even think you had. Me being in as good a shape as I am, and working out quite frequently, anytime I do this, I'll tell you what, there'll be areas where twisting and turning and throwing tires and moving tires that the next morning you'll feel it in areas that you know you're not really hitting when you're working out. So it's just an idea. Alright guys, so basically what I'm doing right now is I'm going to sort out the bigger tires from the smaller tires. Like I said a little bit ago, all the bigger tires kind of need to go on the bottom, and they're all kind of intertwined right now, so sort out as many of the bigger tires as I can. You guys probably didn't notice a minute ago, but we've left the barbed wire fence up over here for a pretty good reason, really. It's going to kind of help guide the tires in a straight line all the way down, but also kind of hold them in place. And there's just no real point in taking that fence down since those tires are going to be there anyway. So they'll kind of hold them intertwined, at least until we get them high enough. That part of the back of the property here, we're going to have to cut through and clear a lot of these trees and underbrush out, but not in any real big hurry to do that right now, because it's going to take a while just to get this one wall up. I don't even think these tires are complete one wall, so okay guys, so a little bit of information for you. You know, if you've ever wanted to build a range or want to build a range, I'll tell you what, tires is one of the best ways to build a range. If you have the property and you live in an area where it's plausible, I suggest just using tires, and to be honest with you, it's a hell of a lot cheaper. Reason being is it's going to be cheaper in the sense that yes, you're going to have your own time in it. Yes, you're going to have your own, a little bit of your own money in it, going and getting tires. But most tire shops and places that do tire changes or whatever, they will beg you to take their tires. They'll thank you for taking their tires. The reason being is a lot of these places have to pay pretty hefty fee to have a company out of state a lot of times come and dispose of the tires for them, and I think it's like $2 to $4 a tire or more. And then a lot of times they have to stack and load them themselves, or they're only allowed to dispose of so many tires a month. And a lot of times what it is, they can't just throw them in a dumpster. They have to go out with a razor blade and cut the sidewalls out of them. So that's why a lot of times tire shops will charge you to take your old tire off your hands for you, because they have to basically do a lot of work and pay themselves to get rid of them. So tires are a wonderful thing. You know, they stop rounds pretty easily. I've seen a lot of shooting ranges, and of course training courses for the military are made out of old used tires. Endless possibilities that you can do with them. And if you don't want a really big range, but you just want a good place to shoot to make sure that your rounds aren't really going somewhere they shouldn't be going, you can build a back wall and then kind of 2 3/4 walls coming down, you know, stepping them down slightly so they come out far enough that you've got, well, what I would consider almost a 3-point section. And that's one way to consider doing it. But you know, it's just a suggestion for anybody out there who's really wanting to build a shooting course, or maybe they live a little too close to somebody or something, or hell, if you just want to build a bunker, there you go. Tires, man. There's a lot of things you can use tires for, especially if you want to make things, little clubhouses. The one thing to note though, guys, snakes and freaking rats really love old tires. We're moving all this about the right time of year. None of the snakes have come out. The last year, before the end of summer, we started moving some of the tires around, and believe you me, you found a lot of snake skins. Hell, we found copperhead, a couple rattlers, stuff like that. So that's the downside of using tires for stuff like this. Like I said, the tires are getting filled later with dirt. So that'll kind of take care of a lot of things right there. And it's a possibility later on I'll put some blocks in those creases too, so it kind of helps eliminate that. But other than that, guys, so we're only to here, all the way up to there. We got to go from here all the way down to about even with that stump right there. May not go all the way, because I was talking about possibly putting a 20-foot Connex right in that corner this way, lengthwise. There's a little staging area and a base platform for the tower going up. So we still got a little ways to go, and I think we're kind of running out of larger tires for width anyway. We're coming down on a slope, so, and it's raining, but we're probably gonna have to start double stacking a little bit to kind of bring the height back. But I think when we had the dozer come in, we'll come out about 2 feet from the tires, maybe 1.5 feet at the least. That way the erosion doesn't bring them down and all that, and may even have to put posts in the ground eventually to kind of hold them in place. But yeah, got a little L going on here, a little dog leg. I think that's about all we're gonna get until we get all this finished and all that cleared out up there. So probably gonna cut out here pretty quick if it starts raining any heavier. All right, guys, so we're gonna call it good. Looks like it's gonna keep raining for the rest of the day. We'll see what the weather's doing here in the next day or two. We might get back to it. Got quite a bit more done. We're about halfway to where they need to be on the side. So we're gonna probably have to make another run here in the near future to get bigger tires to continue the base of it. But that's kind of a little bit of a rundown for you guys. I figured I would show you a little bit of what's going on in the process and the hard labor that's involved in building the thing. It's probably going to take a better part of what, a year before this thing's finished. So I'll definitely have more videos along the way and progress that gets made with it. So for all of you new subscribers out there, that kind of gives you an idea of one of the things I've been working on. And for any of you who aren't subscribed and watching, if this is something that interests you or you'd like to follow along, go right on over in here somewhere and hit that subscribe button. And well, stay tuned because we'll have a lot more stuff like this coming up here in the very near future.
Anyway, guys, as always, stay frosty, ride or die, Reaper out.